Hey, my name's Aaron Goodwin. Today we'll be reenacting a project for our mental health class. We have a patient diagnosed with bipolar mixed 1. I'll be acting as the first nurse.
I'm Garrett Klein, and I will be playing the part of the patient.
I'm Chase Hankla, and I'll be the second nurse.
I'm Emily Waltz, and I'll be the videographer and playing the third nurse. This is a diagnosis that's given to an individual who is experiencing a manic episode or has a history of one or more manic episodes. They may also have experienced episodes of depression. This is further specified by the current or most recent behavioral episode experienced.
How you doing today, Mary?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi, I'm Chase.
Hi, how are you?
I'm
Yeah.
Emily.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
So what did you say your name was?
I'm Dexter.
You Dexter?
Dexter Morgan.
Dexter Morgan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yep.
Dexter.
Nice to meet you too.
So how you doing today?
I'm good.
Doing good?
Yeah, real good.
All
Gonna
right.
say awesome. Today's wonderful, man.
Good.
What
Yeah.
have you done today?
Not much, just went to work. That's about it, really. Just working a lot, working like 24 hours a week
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Where are you working at?
at Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart.
What do you do for Walmart?
I'm a greeter.
You a greeter?
Yeah, they love me up there.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Alright. So how old are you?
I'm 22.
22?
22. Yep.
You comfortable?
Yeah, I'm good now. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good. Alright. So other than working at Walmart, what do you like to do?
I love any sports, man. Any sports. Love
Sports?
watching them. Love playing them. Yep. Hanging out with friends. Going to movies. We went to a movie the other day, man. We saw Jaws in an old drive-in theater. It was tight.
Oh yeah, they still have those?
Oh yeah, they do. Yep.
Oh, I haven't been to a drive-in theater, I don't think.
Yeah, you should check it out, man.
Oh yeah, I will. I
Mhm.
will. So you like sports, huh?
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
I'm a big sports fan.
Oh,
Who do you
yeah?
like?
I'm a Bama fan.
You're a Bama fan.
Yeah, Bama fan.
All right, roll tide. I guess.
Yeah, roll tide. Roll tide, man.
So did you watch the game this past weekend? Or?
Yeah, I did. They kicked ass.
They did. Yeah, they did. They did. Who'd they play?
LSU.
LSU.
Yep.
And it was supposed to be a pretty big game, right?
Mhm.
Looks like they'll be representing the West again. So what do you like to do for fun?
Man, I love anything.
Anything?
Anything. Anything that I can have a good time.
Anything you can have a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Mhm.
And Dexter, are you still in school?
I am not. Nope.
Did you complete high school or?
I did complete high school. Yep. 2012. That's when I graduated.
Where did you graduate from?
Houston County High School.
Did you want to continue your education in it, or?
I went to college for a little bit, but then I slacked on my schoolwork, man. I could never get any of it done.
Are you in a relationship with anybody right now?
Not at the moment.
No.
Not at the moment.
Do you live with anybody right now?
Nope. Not right now.
You live alone?
Yep.
Okay.
How's that working out for you?
It's good.
It's good?
Yep. I like being alone sometimes. It's good for me.
It's relaxing?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
could understand that.
Mhm.
You attend church?
I do not.
No church?
Nope. No church.
You ever been in church?
I've been to church. Yeah, I went to church when I was little. Now I don't know. I just stopped going.
Stopped going, just decided it wasn't for you?
I just didn't want to go anymore, so I decided not to go.
Okay, well, tell us, what did you decide to come in for today?
Just to get a checkup, really.
A
yeah.
checkup?
Just to get a checkup.
Have you been at our clinic before?
I have not. This is my first time. I was recommended by a friend.
Okay.
Yep.
So is that friend about your age too?
No, a little older. Family friend. More family friend.
Okay.
Well, as you know, when you come in, we'll be asking you a series of questions,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll move on from that point. But right now, we're just gonna, get to know you, see what you like, and just see what's going on, how you're doing.
So there's no reason at all that you think your visit, you could benefit from your visit today?
I think I could. I'm just here, just listening to you guys, seeing what you guys think.
So I know you said you came in with nothing specific today, you came in for a checkup, but was there anything that may have motivated you to come in today for any reason?
Yeah, there is. You know, I lied to you guys. You know, I was kind of just embarrassed on what to say because I don't really want a whole lot of people knowing. But you know, you guys are here to help me, so I'll go ahead and tell you. I mean, the other day I was just normal day at the skate park. Some kid kept snaking me. You know, he kept getting in front of me and kept messing with me, kept calling me names and stuff, dude. It made me mad. I'm not gonna lie. So I shoved the kid. You know, I shoved him. I didn't care. I didn't even think about it. I just shoved him. Owner of the skate park comes out. You know, he got onto me for it. You know what I'm saying? And then the kids' parents are getting onto me. You know, everyone's yelling at me for it. And then you know, it was just making me mad. So, you know, the owner, you know, he just had enough of it. So you know, he called the cops.
Called the cops?
Yeah, and then you know,
So you didn't feel like it was your fault
I
at this
got-
point?
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got upset.
And what happened when the cops showed up?
You know, he kind of put me to the ground. I kind of resisted, and then put me to the ground and handcuffed me, and I started crying.
Started crying, how'd that make you feel?
Worthless, you know, like just real upset about it.
So have you been having any emotional difficulties? Is there anything you want to talk about? Is it normal for you to get angry?
I mean, not really. You know, I try to control it the best I can,
So it just happened to be in one of those moments for you?
pretty much.
And you feel like that was the kid's fault?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hmm.
So have you ever had any of these moments that were similar to this in your past?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Were you referred by anyone to come see us, or did you decide on your own?
Yeah, I got out of jail, and my family friend picked me up, you know, and she was real concerned for me, and I just got to talking to her, and she kind of gave me a recommendation. She heard of someone coming in, and she said it helped them a lot. You know, they got a full exam done, and it really helped their outcome. So I decided to try it.
Well, we're glad you came to see us. You made the right move.
But
You feel like you needed help and you reached out, and that's what we're here for. We're going to try to help.
That incident seemed like it really upset you.
yeah, it kind of did. You know, I kind of I didn't know what to do.
Did it make you feel hopeless because to you thought it wasn't your fault?
Yeah, it made me feel like I just had no control, and it really made me feel down about myself. Like I just didn't know what to do.
Have you ever thought about harming yourself in any way?
I mean, I don't really like talking about it, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it.
What have you thought about doing?
Cutting my wrist, or just taking myself out. You know, I just feel like at points I feel good, you know, and at other points other times in my life I just feel really upset, and there's no point, no purpose.
Have you ever acted on any of these ideas?
I have like once before. Once when I broke into some kid's house. I don't even know why. He was my friend. I stole some money, and that was just a stupid decision on my part.
Have you ever thought about harming anyone else when you get this upset?
No, I haven't. I'm glad I haven't though, because that's not me, and I don't want that to happen to anyone else.
So you said you attempted to hurt yourself. What did you do?
I told him I cut my wrist. That's what I told him. I already told him that.
Okay.
Well,
Man, that makes me so mad. I'm not trying to get agitated here, but I'm sorry. It makes me upset. More angry than anything.
have you ever tried to seek help for the cutting and for the depression?
No, I haven't. That's just me. That's just me. I just did it on my own, privacy. No point in telling anyone else my life.
What kind of things do you look forward to?
I mean, if I'm feeling down, nothing. I just look forward to just being by myself, not doing anything, just me and my thoughts. But if I'm up and out, man, I look forward, just like I said earlier, you know, doing activities, having a good time, playing sports. You know what I'm saying? Just really anything. You know, I love sports. I already told y'all that. I do love sports.
So have you ever tried anything to control your impulses?
What do you mean, like?
Meditation.
Not meditation per se, but like I love to skateboard. You know, obviously I told you all that earlier. Obviously I can't go to the skate park anymore because you know I got arrested and the guy will call cost me if I go again. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's no point in me going back there now. I mean, there's another skate park, but shoot, it's like an hour away. There's no point in me going all that way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I do, you know, there's other things I like to do. I mean, I like to drink. You know what I'm saying? Drink with my friends. You know, I like to smoke too, man. You know, smoking is just part of me. You know, I've been
How often
smoking
do
for a while. A couple times a week. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friends get together and we smoke.
You drink?
Yeah, I drink. You know what I'm saying? We party all the time too. You know, we like to party. We like to. You know, we like to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you have a beer a week, a 6-pack a week?
Bottle
of
about
liquor a week?
6-pack a week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about that. 6-pack. Yeah.
And smoking? You smoke cigarettes? You smoke
Cigarettes.
anything else?
The cigarettes are daily. The weed is more here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Here and there?
Yeah. Maybe a couple times a week. Maybe not. Just depends on how we're feeling.
3 times a week? 4 times a week?
Just depends on
Just
how we're
depends.
feeling. How me and my friends are feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like if we feel like smoking, we'll smoke. If not, we don't. If we're at a party, you know, we'll drink, smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Have
And
you-
then I eyeball girls when we're at parties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah?
I know it's random, but
Uh,
girls girls be looking good.
Yeah? Have you ever thought about using any outlets like previously mentioned meditation or church? Have you ever tried prayer?
No. Like I told you, I went to church for a little while. When I was younger, and I don't go anymore. I just stopped going when I went to high school. I don't know why. Parents stopped going, so I stopped going.
So you went because your parents went? when
Yeah,
you were
pretty
younger?
much. And so prayer doesn't happen. I don't do that. Meditation. The only form of meditation I would say I have a skateboard, but I kind of lost that one now. You know, can't do that anymore. So, you know, just
So,
whatever.
so with the drinking and smoking, do you feel like those activities put you at ease?
Definitely, yeah. Ease my mind. You know what I'm saying? Get me out of my crazy mindset that I may have at the moment. Just eases the tension.
this mindset, sorry, Chase, this mindset you talked about, what is it? Is it aggressive? Is it?
Just I don't really know how to put it. You know what I'm saying? It's just easing the tension, I guess. You know, I get very anxious, very agitated at times.
Are you angry during those times, like at the skate park?
I try not to be. The one incident, yeah, I did get pretty angry. It kind of escalated. But mainly, you know, the meditation, it relieves all of that. Tries to, at least, you know.
I get angry. I do understand. I'm guilty of it. I get angry. Just say, how often do these moods, this mindset, how often does it come and go?
Maybe a couple times a week, maybe once a day. Just depends on how the day's going. Really, like if I'm having a good day, you know, it's a little easier. But if I'm having a bad start of my day, it escalates. You know, it just goes from there. It's not a very good day. Well, like I told you guys, you know, my mindset, it goes from one thing to the other, you know, throughout the day. Sometimes it's better than others. Some days it's real bad, you know, it just kind of flip-flops, you know. It may not be every day, but, you know, it happens very often. So, it flip-flops definitely.
With this flip flop, is it you being angry and then you being?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of jumbles around, definitely.
Maybe sad another moment?
Yeah, sad,
And then angry.
depressed sometimes, you know. Yeah, I get very agitated.
Small things that trigger it.
Anything, weird. It's because anything will trigger it, you know. It's weird how it works, but you know, anything will trigger it. Like that kid. He wasn't doing too much, but he kind of triggered me by just getting in my way, calling me names. I could have blown it off, but you know, just in my mind, it just kind of exploded on me, you know. But you know, I guess that's just how I'm working. Gosh.
So are you on any current medications right now?
No, I'm not.
No,
Besides the weed,
besides the weed.
yeah, smoke it up every day. Me and my homies.
Have you,
And the alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all good.
have you ever been on any previous medications at all?
Nah,
No.
yeah,
nothing
no,
at all?
no.
How about allergies?
I- No, not that I know of, at least, you know.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the assessment. I'm gonna just ask you a couple simple questions. Some of them may be simple, and some of them may be a little more complicated to you.
Alright.
So first of all, we just want to assess your orientation to the environment. What is the current time?
It is 8:30.
Okay. And where exactly are you right now?
We are at a site facility.
Okay. And what is your name?
Dexter Morgan.
Okay. And do you know why you're here? Do you remember why you're here?
I am here because I was referred to this place by a family friend.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you to remember 3 things.
Okay.
Okay? I'm gonna just 3 words. Alright?
Alright.
Okay. Basketball, carpet, and dust.
You want me to
Okay.
say that back to you?
Yeah, can you say it back to me, please?
Basketball, carpet, dust.
Okay. So we're just gonna talk for a little bit, and then in a few minutes, I'm just gonna ask you to repeat those words to me. Okay?
Alright.
All right. Do you remember when you very first started to skateboard?
I do actually. It was 1998, I think it was. I was pretty young. I've been skating quite a while now.
That's
Yep.
quite a while. That's
Yep. I still remember my first board. I still remember going to the park when I was little with my dad. I still remember, you know, a lot of details about it. I remember skating with my friend out in my driveway. I still remember skating out in his driveway. You know, we hung out all the time and always skated, and I've loved it ever since. You know, and skating a while. Still remember my first board.
what kind of board was
It was a Tony Hawk Birdhouse board,
Okay.
and I still remember getting it in the mail that day. I still remember what it looks like. I don't have it to this day because it was shredded up, but it was a good board, and you know, I'm glad I have that memory still.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a few more questions for you. Can you spell the word puppy backwards for me?
Puppy.
Puppy.
YPPUP.
Okay, good. Can you tell me who the first president of the United States is and who our current president is?
George Washington was the first president of the United States, and Barack Obama is our current president right now.
Okay. Good. Now, can you tell me, I'm going to give you a phrase. Can you tell me what it means?
Okay.
What does "there is no use in crying over spilled milk"?
There's no use in crying over something as small as spilled milk. Just don't get upset over the small things because it's not worth it in the end.
Okay. Now, those 3 words that Chase asked you earlier, could you repeat those back to me?
Basketball, carpet, dust.
Okay, good. Chase, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to ask you a little bit about your future. What are your immediate plans for the future?
Well, I really would like to go back to school, even though it didn't really work out the first time. You know, I'd like to go back and try to do something a little more with my life. You know, and I really just think that'd be best for me. I mean, I don't know if I would hope that it'd work out, but I'd also just in the end, mainly just get a good job. You know, good paying job. So hopefully I can support a family one day. That's my ultimate goal for the future.
Okay, so you want to ultimately go back to college and get a good paying job to support a family, and you plan to reach those by going back to school.
Yeah. If I can't go back to school for some reason, then I will just try my best to find a better job with better pay.
So, how aware are you on your limitations as far as some of the things that make you act impulsively?
How would you compare yourself to, say, some of the other people in terms of your anger? Do you think people act out the way you do, or do you think you have some limitations there?
I feel like a lot of people they act almost the same, but everyone's a little unique with how they get angry and how their anxiety kicks in and how their depression kicks in and all that. You know, like everyone's impulses are different. Everyone might have different triggers to their problems. You know, and I definitely would mainly say everyone is unique in their impulses.
So do you think you have a problem?
I do think I have a problem with getting upset real easily out of nowhere. Yeah, and I get very agitated at the small things, you know, and sometimes it's hard to get things done, like I said, because I can't sit still, you know. I constantly need to do something, and that's the main problem I think I have with myself.
All right, so after having a face-to-face interview with the patient, we as the nurses are going to discuss any non-verbal information that we got from the patient or anything else that we need to discuss right now. So we're going to first talk about the general description. Our patient was well groomed and dressed. He maintained eye contact during manic stages.
He's also appropriately dressed for the weather.
Right, that's true. There was no evidence of body odor. His posture, he was slumped down into the chair. At times, he had, like I was saying, the level of eye contact. He had it during manic stages, but in the depressive state, he often looked away, so it wasn't as direct. His hair color, his hair was clean and healthy looking.
May came from a middle class
Middle class.
family, you know.
Okay.
He was a well-cut guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He had a scar on his left arm from when he cut himself. I did write that down. There were no tattoos present. And let's see. Was there anything else that you guys gathered from that?
I think that's about it for his general appearance. I think that about
Just,
covered it all.
Chronological age with,
Right. Mhm.
yeah, okay.
Mhm. Okay, so we can go on to motor activity. He was constantly moving around. I noticed he fidgeted a lot with himself. He would get up and down a lot from his chair and kind of pace around the room. He clenched his fists a lot. I noticed that.
Tapping on the chair. a
Tapping
lot,
on the
yeah.
chair, he did that. Let's see, was there anything else? We said pacing.
He covered his purse
Mhm,
often.
yeah,
A little bit
I noticed that.
hyperactive.
Yeah. Mhm. And.
Aggressiveness. He
Mhm.
became
Should-
angry at times.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
He was never really threatening.
Right.
He raised his voice at one point with
Mhm.
me.
Right.
But there was no evidence of any limitations of range of
Mhm.
movement. He never really mimicked
Mimicked
us.
anybody. No. I said his posture was slumped. We said that.
There's
Was
no
his
evidence.
speech slow at times?
It was when you go into
To
his
Depressive state.
depressive state.
Okay.
There was no evidence of psychomotor retardation.
Right.
Pressure of speech.
Pressure of speech.
Sometimes he was a little louder.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
that's why
other
I noted that for
times-
the volume that he got loud during his manic stages
Yeah.
when he got excited and was talking about things.
Wasn't slurred.
Mhm.
He wasn't hoarse. The speech. He seemed to be able to form words fine.
Mhm.
Didn't really use any incorrect words.
Right.
Just had trouble searching for the right word at times.
Mhm.
Right.
He was really cooperative during the interview. Did get agitated at times, but he did answer all of our questions that we asked him. So,
Seemed to me he was a little borderline defensive
yeah, there
with
were
his
times.
answers or
yeah.
responses.
Mhm.
He never really seemed interested throughout the interview process.
Mhm.
He was attentive though. He'd listen to what we had to
Right.
say and he would provide us with good feedback. He at times was guarded. He did not want to give us a truth when we asked him about why he decided to visit us, but later he did open up and decided to tell us why he chose to visit the clinic.
Mhm.
I think his mood overall, like we noted earlier, he was depressed at some parts. I guess somewhat loss of interest could be. You could interpret that from his depression.
Mhm.
He became irritable at times. Seemed to be easily annoyed when he was in his manic state. I noticed he was anxious while we were all asking questions at the same time. Towards me, seemed to get more fidgety then. No really elated emotions or euphoric emotions.
I noticed he experienced guilt a little bit about the incident at the skate park. I mean, he knew it was wrong, but I think he kind of felt bad for
Felt
doing
bad
that.
about it.
Bad about the situation.
And as we stated, he did exhibit mood swings that would range from euphoric to depression, and not so much the anxiety. It was at one point in the interview, but more of the euphoric and depression
Right.
states.
Yeah.
I think his affects, it was normal at times, then it would become flat in a depressed type state.
Blunted.
Blunted is another good word for it. I felt like his affect was appropriate for whatever mood he was in. If he was
Right.
happy,
I wrote that down.
then he'd have that affect. If he was upset, then he'd have a flat, unusual, what you would expect of an upset person.
He did, for his thought process, he did use a lot of flight of ideas. You know, we'd be talking out one thing and then he'd kind of go on a ramble and start spitting out a lot of different ideas. You got anything else?
Yeah, he would often verbalize, and he would generally just go on, and he would never really come to an intended point.
Of
in
what we
his,
were
his
asking him.
responses. Yeah, sometimes he would more than anything it was a ramble, and then
Right.
coming to the answer we were looking for, provide us with a direct answer.
Okay.
I think some of his content of thought, he did have some suicidal ideations. Going back to he tried
Right.
to cut before,
Mhm.
and he has thought about harming himself. He didn't have any homicidal ideas. He verbalized that he did not have any of those. He knew that would not be good, and that's not him.
Yeah, I get that. He didn't talk about having any hallucinations or illusions or anything like that.
Didn't seem delusional.
Mm-mm.
Wasn't
And then,
he wasn't religious. We asked him about that. He had no religious connections.
he was oriented times 4, so
Yeah.
he was alert.
And
You know where
Chase
he
touched on the
was.
suicidal ideations that he possessed. He had no obsessions. At times he seemed paranoid. He would peek out the windows, kind of stand up, walk around, look behind him.
Right.
As far as his perceptual disturbances, no hallucinations, no illusions.
I think his impulse control in our interview kind of pushed the boundaries, and I feel like in a real life situation, his aggression, kind of hostility regarding his impulse control could have gotten the best of him, and it did. I feel like he did have some guilt, as we noted earlier. So I think that's about it. You guys have
Yeah.
anything else?
That's good. Yeah, well, this concludes our video for our mental health class.
I'm Aaron Goodwin,
I'm Emily Wall.
Chase Hankla.
and our patient was Garrett Klein.
He's right here.